The end of Whoopi Goldberg. I think the handwriting at this point is on the wall. You see, The View has decided that maybe it needs to stream because, all the action's happening over here. Make sure you subscribe, like, share, comment, all that good stuff. I am live, so careful what you say. I see it all. Anyway, Whoopi Goldberg has just been sort of, I think, looking for this. Like maybe she wants to get ousted. All of the crazy things that she has said over the last 4 years have been kind of leading to this moment. Remember when she spat on the set when she said the former president, now newly elected president's name?
Listen, take him seriously and take him literally.
I don't think that we have to. I think it would be remiss of us to not say Joe Biden knows how to do this.
Yes,
he knows how to do this. He's quite good at this, and you can't refute anything with him because he just. When I say him, I mean
he rambles.
Trump.
Yeah.
He tends to just.
But can I mention one thing? Because Trump is out there calling.
Did you say his name?
I said his name.
Oh,
yeah, it was a trick and it made me do it. But I'm just saying that that Biden knows what not to do. You can't refute that man because he just spins and spins and spins.
Yeah.
All you can really do is talk about what you do.
Right.
And how you do what you do.
But he should do it like this. He should, while Trump was gargling less Lysol, whatever he was drinking, I was fixing infrastructure. While Trump was doing A, B, and C, I was doing this.
He was convicted of 34 counts.
Yes, 34 counts. I was repaying student loans. I mean, that way he gets to diss Trump and say what he did.
Let's also not forget that Donald Trump's out here saying Joe Biden needs to take a drug test, but I was with him in 2020. He lied to the American public, the debate commission, the Biden campaign, and to senior White House staff, and withheld that he tested positive for COVID and showed up to the debate.
Okay, we get it. They hate Trump. They really, really hate Trump. But I think that the public hates them. I really do, because how else do you explain people voting for Donald Trump when they get this daily onslaught from the ladies at The View? Including one Whoopi Goldberg, who is the most aggressive at all. I mean, I didn't play all the clips, but you've heard me say it before. I mean, she's the one that came out and said, oh, Donald Trump actually deserved his assassination attempt because of his rhetoric, because of who he is. He actually kind of invited that. He deserved it. I mean, talking about shaming the victim. Come on. Well, anyway, they're coming up with a new edition of the program, a weekend show that they're going to stream because, yes, they finally figured out streaming is actually pretty darn valuable. And maybe they'd be better off streaming, given that the FCC can really come down on them rather hard. So they've come up with this idea that they're going to stream and they're going to have a show that's going to stream on the weekends, and everybody in the show is in it except for one person. The one that spits every time she says the president's name. Whoopi Goldberg, not part of this cast. So what does it tell you? It tells me that they are trying to phase her out. She's not the future. If streaming is the future and they're trying to create a product that can stream, they recognize that this is the one person they don't want on it. Of course, if you're really thinking about it, that's the place that you'd put her, right? Because you're not governed by the same FCC rules as you are on the ABC News network. But I think they're all kind of in jeopardy in some way, shape, or form. You have Joy Behar, who seems to recognize that she too is in jeopardy. Oh, she was out there complaining about Joe Rogan, and this idiot, Joe Rogan, he believes in dragons. And Joe was great. He's like, Joe Rogan believes in dragons. Lady, you're so worried about losing your job that somehow I represent something that's incredibly intimidating to you. Yeah, you do intimidate her, Joe. I intimidate her. Anybody who is not part of the mainstream system intimidates the likes of Joy Behar, Whoopi Goldberg, and the rest of them. So anyway, Joy is listing her place for sale, that lovely little 4,000 square foot Victorian in Sag Harbor for $10.5 million. I'm just waiting for Letitia James to come down on this one. Letitia, where are you when we need you? I mean, you think that thing's worth 10.5? Mar-a-Lago's only 18. But somehow Joy Behar's place, 10.5, I don't think so. Hey, listen, Good luck if you can get it, lady. You probably need it because you probably are going to be losing your job. I think the days of The View, at least in its current configuration, are totally over. And now how do I know that? Well, just look at the letter that Bob Iger got sent by none other than Brendan Carr, who is the new head of the FCC under Donald Trump. And you see, he's a little concerned. He's a little concerned about this erosion in public trust because the media has been lying through its teeth over and over and over again, and they're lying through their teeth on the public airwaves. And so Disney has a little bit of a problem because ABC News is on the public airwaves. I mean, it's one thing if you're cable, and they lie too, but they have a little more wiggle room to do some lying, right? They're not run or governed by the FCC. And so now the FCC send in this letter. They're not even in the seat yet. Brendan hasn't even gotten confirmed yet. He will. And he's already putting Bob Iger on notice. So what's the upshot of this? The upshot is that The View, I doubt, is going to continue on in its current configuration. In this new program, they're going to try and focus on entertainment things and lifestyle things and all these other things that aren't politics. Kind of like what they were way back in the beginning. I wish them well with that. I mean, I would argue from a business perspective, you might actually want to double down on your crazy rhetoric because you can do it in a medium that's not controlled by the FCC. But, they're, as we would say, they've got their ass backwards over there. They don't seem to understand how the business actually works because they're dinosaurs. They're dinosaurs and they're living in another era where you have live studio audiences and everybody claps on command. Oh, Joy says something funny. There goes the laugh cue. Okay, now, Whoopi said this. She just spit when she said the president's name. Make sure you applaud. How crazy is that? Really and truly, just absolutely crazy.